Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Tales of Gaming Dictionary, a YouTube channel where we talk about gaming and all that good stuff. Today's continuation of the mini LCS show matches sees us against Leesyndrome and Maybenexttime. Fortunately, I came in late to this game, so we're already 5 minutes in. It's one kill over to Leesyndrome on to Syndra, as I looked at it for a brief second. As the game haven't started in bot lane, Brownie takes a ton of damage, but Foot Tender is coming right around the corner and manages to kick. And Ian 7 is caught as well. The soul binding comes out. I even have to think for a second. And Tony Ramos picks up Cassio up in the mid lane with the help of Sion. That beast of a tormentor is still roaming around on the rift, and no one's sought to ban him. Oh god, the madness today. So already tons of action going on. It's now currently 2 kills over to Leesyndrome, and none on to Maybenexttime. So who knows? Maybe next time they could get a free kill. So we're carrying on. We might as well go down the picks and bans. Well, the picks anyway, not so much the bans, because I missed that super quick whilst we're here. So we've got, on the blue side, we've got Leona, Caitlyn, Jarvan, Sion, and Syndra. And on the red side, we have got Morgana, Lee Sin, Vayne, Cassio, and Urgot. Urgot, the real oddball pick here, because, well, Urgot can't be on the rift anymore. Sion is cool now. So, continuing on, this bot lane is being hyper aggressive. Vayne is yet to even land any reply over onto Caitlyn, and Sion is also starting to lay down to her against Urgot, who's actually doing a very good job of holding off this top lane. So, could we see the return of Urgot in the current meta, which I have to wait and see. So with everyone now, real line coordinator goes straight into ganks for 5 CS, but it's not going to be enough. Sion is going to survive all that and walk away quite happily, getting quite tanky as this game progresses as well. I wouldn't be surprised if he picks up a couple of free kills. And Leesyndrome actually go ahead for a dragon. This is dragon number 1, I would suspect. He's just double checking people. Yes, this is indeed dragon number 1. So this is going to be a nice early pickup. It's definitely going to give them the advantages that they need for future engagements. And there we go. Dragon number 1 straight over onto Leesyndrome. So they'll be having great fun with that all the way home. Madness. Madness today. Madness in this game. Kind of late, I've missed all the action. Still, everything seems to be going fairly well for Leesyndrome at this point. We have got Kiritri going down heavy, gets the full power from Syndra, but doesn't quite land that extra Dark Sphere. She could go in now if she's feeling brave. She has got the mana necessary, but she hasn't got the cooldowns. So Cassio is going to be forced to retreat now back to her inner tower, recall to safety, and be done with it. Meanwhile, though, this bot lane, again, there is so much aggression coming from it. The CS is pretty much equal. Vayne's got a little bit over Caitlyn, but Caitlyn's certainly been proving to be the greater aggressor, especially that dragon also. With the dragon pickup earlier, shall I say. From earlier, that's definitely a huge help to the team's morale. Sion, of course, roaming the map really well. He's roaming with Jarvan, so it's almost a 2-man jungle lineup. But the problem is, it's going to give Urgot all this free farm. He's still equal with Sion on CS, nothing really much has happened. But he will finish off, I suspect, a Sheen fairly soon. I'm trying to think. No, it won't be Sheen, it'll be Manamune. With their 2 of the Goddess and the Longsword. And we're also going to see our first tower of the game soonish in this bottom lane, with Leesyndrome picking that one up as well. So they're definitely going to start taking advantages, especially with the dragon. And there we go, first tower goes down, but it's actually the mid lane tower that goes down. Completely forgot all about Syndra. Something I regrettably do. But we could see Jarvan gets caught out here. He does manage to pick up the next time blue buff, but he is going to be caught out here as Viper gets poisoned down, and he also gets caught out by Vayne. Very smart Cataclysm to get over past Vayne, but it's not going to be enough. Vayne does manage to get the kill and gets a free double buff. Comes in with the final hour and starts laying down the hurt with a tumble with that gigantic oversized crossbow. But she's not going to be in any position to pick up Caitlyn. Caitlyn is just too strong at the minute. It also has a greater distance to keep safe. So, a nice little counter gank coming out here as Tony Ramos gets caught out in the river and goes down to praying bunny on that lane, doing a very good job. So looking back at that engage, that was a very ballsy thing for Jarvan to do anyway was to counter jungle and steal away maybe next time's blue buff without any ward coverage whatsoever. Loses it, sadly, to Praying Bunny as well as the red as well, so you've got a double buff Vayne in the bot lane. And it's going to start laying down the hurt. And then to add to that loss as well, the fact that they lose Syndra to a little bit of a noobish mistake of coming through the river and trying to cancel gank, even though you just lost Leona and Jarvan in a rather messy engage. As Sion goes in for the full charge, actually manages to force the flash out of Sugoi on Urgot. So that's definitely a huge help there for maybe for at least in terms of Sion. So we can see if we can get another gank for another bit of 5 CS. Although that's quite a hefty tax, 5 CS for a gank. Well, I hope it's a pretty instant gank as well, like UPS level gank requirements, or even FedEx level ganks, you know. You order it and it arrives the next day. Still, things heating up here in the mid lane a little bit. There's going to be an engage soon, I would suspect, with Timorous and Viper roaming around. They try and get the Sun of Syndra, forces out the flash, but the Cataclysm, not the Cataclysm, the Flag and Drag combo with a Cataclysm will secure the kill. And Praying Bunny is now on a killing spree. He gets one, could go for the second, forces out a flash, but it's not going to be enough. Jarvan's not going to have enough range, sadly enough. Gets caught out by a soulbind, by the soul shackle as well, I was about to say, a black shackle, and a little bit of Winter Sword, but Viper is going to go down. Can he flag and drag over the wall? Nope. Footinator will land his foot squarely into Jarvan's face. So, with everything all calmed down on the ref once again, maybe next time, we've really come back into this. They've now got 5 kills to 3. They managed to even up the gold score. They're only a few 600 behind, but they don't have any towers as of yet in comparison to the Leesyndrome, who have managed to pick up a couple of towers in the mid and bot lane. I wouldn't be surprised if top would follow next. Also, with that dragon, they're certainly starting to press their advantage. But this is really starting to show the power of maybe next time's team comp. You can use the likes of, well, Lee Sin, Vayne and Morgana can happily roam around as a 3. Cassio can start picking off an assassin. Urgot can split push quite happily in a lane to himself. But this brings up a problem, because the Sin Syndrome's team comp is very teamfight orientated. So the plan is that they go in with Jarvan with a flag drag cataclysm combo. Syndra can come in and nuke down a specific target and just erase her from the erase that target from the fight. Trying to get my lips to move. Sound like Arcry from Open All Hours. And then Caitlyn and Leona really just there to tank everything up. And Sion also can either go into split push or start off the engagement with his super scary death charge and unstoppable onslaught. So Dragon's going to be up in about 10 seconds-ish from about now. And also I'm saying that for the sake of the editing. Looking around, there isn't a lot that's going to go on. Although Viper Nuclear manages to get a reply on the Footinator, I completely missed that engage. Let's back time up a little bit and just see what happens here. So Footinator comes around, he is just going to be caught out entirely by the ward. Sion, along with the flag and drag combo, and it is going to be the Syndra using the Dark Spheres to pick up that kill. So, very nice job for her. And now it's going to be 4 members of Leesyndrome. Caitlyn is going to farm out the bot lane, and they're going to pick up the second dragon of the game as well, which is going to give them pushing power, if I recall correctly. Here, just waiting to see what comes up. Yep. Pushing power, so minions are going to be a little bit stronger, and Sion is going to teleport into that top lane to keep Urgot from taking maybe next time's next tower. So, with Viper Nuclear and Coastman trying to chase down Kira Tree, it's going to be very difficult, of course. But Brownie is going to get caught out entirely, and Cassiopeia is going to get herself a free on Tony Reyes, but Praying Bunny takes a massive hit, and even the Ace and Hole gets absorbed. The Soul Shackle comes on in, but it only picks off one person. The Exhaust is available as well. Footinator doesn't quite manage to make it. Iso continues to chase, but unfortunately he's going to get turned to stone by Cassiopeia, but the kill does go over to Praying Bunny. Cassio on a very nice double kill right now, and 3 members of maybe next time are going to go for the kill onto Leona. And that pun's never going to get old, I warn you right now. So with everything going on in this match, it's rather clear that we could see a lot of pain coming out from maybe next time. Their team comp is certainly starting to show its effectiveness effectiveness if they can get the right time for an engage. There we go. My microphone is still badly peaking. It's being a bit temperamental today, it must be said. So with everything going on, they've now got a ward in that Dragon Pit just for safety's sake, and they are looking to take away Viper Nuclear's red buff. Footnator plants down the wall, they have got vision of it, goes on in with the Sonic Wave and the Flying Kick, manages to pick it up as well with this one, and even force Viper Nuclear out, and even just go ahead and leave one little Grunkle still standing. But Jarvan is going to pick that up, so he is going to get the full respawn time and not the Season 4 strategy of pretty much leaving half the camp intact. So everything that is going on in a minute. Footnator manages to pick off Caitlyn in the bot lane, and Kurtzman is going to go in for the revenge kill. No big surprise really. Caitlyn and Leona have been a fantastic combo this game. Footnator does manage to get away, still has his red buff as well. Brownie though is in a major spot by the Jarvan and Leona. You aren't going to escape that. There is too much flag and drag potential, and there we go. Sword through the back of the fallen Angel Morgana. So a nice kill over for Leona, which is going to give her a bit of a boost in the gold department in regards for buying items later on down the road, especially now with the Targon's Embrace. Should be going to face the mountain fairly soon. Hovering around though, Viper Nuclear sees Praying Bunny, and it is going to be a massive occasion. The unstoppable onslaught just runs her over. That's gotta hurt, being hit by that much pain of time. Blue buff going over to Syndra as well, and this game is still being very aggressive. The kill count is still heavily in favour of Maybenexttime, but the towers and the dragons being on Leesyndrome is keeping them in this game beautifully. The gold count is still fairly equal, and all in all, it's just a constant game of farm and engage, which is playing out to Caitlyn's strengths nicely, but it's also paying out to Vayne's strengths very nicely as well. So now we have 3 members of Leesyndrome. They're roaming around. Jarvan has spotted Cassio in the brush, and there we go, gets turned to stone. He starts taking a ton of poison damage. Can't flag and drag away. It's not quite long enough though. Kiritri is going to get chased down by 3 members of Leesyndrome. It's not going to be enough. And with no silent ultimate either, there isn't really anything to fear, so he's just going to slither away safely, and we could see a tower go down for Maybenexttime in the mid lane, I would suspect, especially with Sugoi being so heavily pushed out from his top lane tower by 4 members of Leesyndrome. And there we go, the mid lane tower going down super quick. Praying Bunny and Brownie along with Kiritri starting to lay down the hurt, and there we go, tower goes down. Soul Binding is AN7 calls out, but Coach went very smart to react and manages to get the stun, but the Soul Binding is going to be enough. It is going to be a quick kill for Kiritri on a rampage, and now Coetient is also in a spot while they're taking tons of damage from Praying Bunny. Teleport coming out from Sugoi as well. So if we're not careful, we could see the hyperconnected dislocator, and nope, it doesn't actually come through, gets interrupted. Sugoi manages to get out of the way of the ultimate of Syndra. Praying Bunny also very low, so we've got 4 members of Maybenexttime very low. Ford Hunter is going down and is forced to use the safeguard to get the shield. Sugoi also now incredibly low. One good Caitlyn built over Peacemaker is all that's needed here. Syndra manages to pick up a kill, but Kotuan also goes down to Kiritri with a very quick reply here. And now Ganks for 5 CS. Looking for a kill of some description. Thankfully no wards in that brush, and Footnator does just hang around. Or does he go for a kill? He does have the option of doing so. Sion is hanging up, clearing out minion waves. But no, Ops instead just to hang around a little bit. He's got some health regen, but it's not a huge amount. So best just to recall, although Ian7, nope, he is going to have to force through, and now Sion is on the chase. Sits in the rush, thankfully, so Photonator, very, very lucky. Very lucky indeed. Baron is going to be spawning in a few minutes. Well, in just over a minute. Dragon in just over 20 seconds, so we could see the 3rd dragon pick up here for Leesyndrome. I wouldn't be surprised either. They are very good at clearing out a objective like Dragon, especially with the recent changes for Season 5. Dragon becomes such a crucial objective, and that Gangster's 5 CS sees Morgana planting the ward, but fortunately doesn't quite land the commanding shout, and is just going to let it slide. and even lets the Soul Forge burn out as well. He's running a bit low on mana as well, but then again, Siren doesn't rely too much on mana. He just wants all that health to tank it up. We could see a 3v3 here as the top lane turret finally goes down. So all the turrets are equal now, so it's all inner towers remaining for both sides. And now the dragon fight comes out here. If Leesyndrome pick this up, their minions do get a little bit stronger, and they get a bit of a speed boost to keep moving around the map. And they're going to be very hard pressed to get to it, and unfortunately Photonade doesn't quite get the smite, and it is going to be the blue side that picks it up. Viper Nuclear gets the first kill, carrying on the chase. Kurtri also gets caught in 3 ultimates, so not going to survive anytime soon. And Jarvan even carries on with a flash, flag and drag to keep Vayne off everyone's backs. And now with 4 members of Leesyndrome here, and support backing away, although Kotan didn't back off, Simon backed off. He's going to clear out this top lane. He's going to deal with Urgot, who really needs to learn his place. After all, Science just had an update, so Urgot is definitely not a loud one, but it does mean now that the top inner tower is completely pushed in, so Urgot split pushing has certainly saved them, but tower for tower now, so it's still 4 towers apiece. 9 kills to 13 in favour of Maybe Next Time, and the gold count is still 31,000 to 29,000 in favour of Maybe Next Time. And it's only because of the dragons that Leesyndrome is keeping in this, with 4 kills down and keeping it even on turrets here. So now with all that said and done, it's been a very, very good game so far. Still plenty of time left on the clock for Maybe Next Time to try and make a move. I mean, Baron is up, so you can happily take out Baron Nashor and get a massive buff to minions. Especially with Urgot split pushing, it would definitely be a huge boost to the minion wave and to the split push potential, and also to the team as well with the Baron buff. Even losing a dragon at this point, even being down 4 dragons, more to the point, isn't such a major loss. Still, whilst everything's had a bit of a lull, let's look at the items. So, Siren has gone straight into a Frozen Mallet with Mercury Treads and killed the gem, so he's got plenty of cooldown reduction. He's looking for slows, he's looking for crowd control. Likewise, Urgot has gone straight into a Black Cleaver with the Tear of the Goddess, so he's certainly going to stave off Urgot's tendency to soak up mana like a drain. And it's going to just let his attacks build, and he's going to definitely need those armor pen stacks to build up and take out key objectives and key targets in a split push scenario. Syndra very kindly just launches the new golem over the wall just to steal away its power. Very nice of her there. So, carrying on now onto the junglers, both have built very different ways indeed. We've got the Stalker's Blade coming out from Lee Sin, so it's a very gank heavy build. Likewise, Ranger's Tailblazer for Jarvan. He's relying more on farming up jungle or farming up lane, and generally quite a lot of roam. Beyond that, builds are almost counterintuitive with one another. Jarvan's building up armor, and we have Lee Sin building up magic resist as King for 5 CS runs over Vayne one last time. There's going to be another 2 ultimates burst for Photonator. So now it is a 3v5 fight here, right underneath the middle tower, and it's going to be Gangster 5 CS goes down, but it doesn't matter because Simon will just keep on going. He goes after Sugoi. He's certainly starting to land the pain. He's got enough health, but not quite enough here as Viper goes down. Kiritri picks up that one, and can Brownie get away in time? The laser keeps burning out Kotriban's health. It is not going to be enough. Gets caught out by the soul binding. It's even to enter and gets taken down by Kiritri. That passive on the Poisonous Fangs for Cassiopeia is certainly a little bit broken. I think it needs a bit of a tweak, especially when she gets reduced CDR for every poison target, regardless of source, including herself. Ian Semino gets caught out again by the Venomous Fangs, and gets more Venom stacks on top, and goes to super low health, manages to get that inner tower shield just in time. So a very nice engage coming out from Leesyndrome. Managed to land a ton of damage, even picked off key targets nice and quick. Unfortunately, they didn't get off Kiritri soon enough, and she was able to mop up the fight with everybody so super low from taking tower damage and tower hits. But taking out Praying Bunny, Photonator, and nearly getting Sugoi nice and quick certainly proves that this team has got the damage and potential. Even taking out Urgot doesn't mean definite success here. With Praying Bunny and Kiritri both getting caught in the decimating smash. Praying Bunny also goes super low here. It's a shame that Sion has no means of a grab. It's only real slows. Goes in for the charge. Doesn't quite get killed. She gets the black shield, but it's not going to be enough because of Sion's damage. The Soul Shackles comes out, and all you just done is just hulked up a juggernaut. It's going to be Tori Rames picking up another kill here. All five members of Leesyndrome are still going gangs for 5 CS. Keeping on the charge, but now finally falls. Sugoi also super low. If Ian 7 can get a clear line of sight, I reckon that'll be a definite kill with the ace and the whole Viper is hanging off to the side on that Jarvan. He's looking for the advantage. They need to get rid of Kiritri. Kiritri's the major threat now. They can eliminate that. They have pretty much got this tower won and dusted, but no, instead they're going to back off. Dragon is up in about 50 seconds, so it's going to be a nice, quick and easy pickup for the Syndrome. There's plenty of action going on today. So, wards are now taken out. Unfortunately, the Scuttler ward is in favour of the red side, hence the red ring. So, Maybenexttime knows that Leesyndrome are looking to pick up Dragon number 5, Dragon number 4, which will give them plus 15 damage to minions and monsters, and then one more would pretty much guarantee the game. Now, aspect of the Dragon is amazing, but only if you can get to that definitive 5th stack. And certainly with their team comp, it's a nice, quick, easy pickup as well. Although maybe next time actually decide to poke around at Baron Nashor, so they could push a Baron here. He's still wearing his Christmas hats though. It's now long past 12th night, so Baron really needs to lose the winter headgear, unless his ears are getting cold on the rift, in which case someone really needs to get him to see a doctor. I would recommend Sin. Since he's a fantastic doctor. Still, they're starting to take him down nice and quick, and blue team do take off the Dragon nice and quick, and Gangster 5 CS is going to keep the aggression onto him, so it's delayed. Maybe next time for picking up the Baron. He is still carrying on as the Undead Juggernaut that he is, goes down, and our Baron is starting to regen super quick with no one attacking him. Look at that, 310, 320 health regen per second. Viper comes around as well, and Baron's a little bit pissed off that people have interrupted his Yuletide celebrations here. So, opts to avoid it, and there we go. Leesyndrome picks up that mid-inner turret, now starts looking for the mid-inhib turret as well. Tori Ramus gets caught out by Cassiopeia, and there's the burst damage, goes straight on down. Not a lot you can do, so that's going to be a shutdown goal going over to Cassiopeia, who's already on a killing spree, 11-4-6. So, not something I want to fight anytime right now, so we'll just flick up the directed camera and continue going over the items. There's not a lot has changed, although we now have time picking up the new item, Righteous Glory, and look at all that, 100% base health regen, 300 mana, 500 health. That's pretty much a guaranteed pickup for a tank like Sion. He's also carrying on with his build. He's now got the Fiora treads as well, so a bit of damage goes to movement speed. Muruman are now completed on Urgot, so he's got plenty of attack damage, he's got plenty of armor shred. And it's certainly something to show its worth. I mean, he's only died once, but he's got 7 assists, so he's been there for, what, 25% of the kills? So, Gangster 5 CS and Leona still hanging around here, trying to find an advantage, trying to get their edge in, but it's not going to be enough for the time being. Everyone is just going to hang back and relax, let everything slide. With Sugoi, Kiltree and Brownie now roaming through their jungle, they're starting to take back their buffs, they're starting to gain ground and vision and control back in their own jungle, especially with the Jarvan counter-ganks earlier. We could see a fight over blue buff once again, but Caster's just picked that up, so she's now got immense cooldown reduction. Brownie, though, takes a full ultimate to the face of Syndra, so that is one major threat out, but unfortunately it's not Kiritri. Kiritri is still a major threat here. Photonate and Sugoi, along with Praying Bunny, now also hanging off in this mid lane. They are looking to defend that inhibitor to the last man standing, which could likely be Kiritri, by the way she's playing. She's playing brilliantly this game, holding off everything else. And item-wise, though, both of the carries still getting pretty strong. Praying Bunny gets caught out and gets absolutely flattened once again. The Flag Drag Cataclysm combo is enough. Kiritri gets unstoppable. Gangster 5 Siesta carries on going. Photonator is going to go down. The ace in the hole comes through. Blasts him in the face. So that's going to be a kill straight away. So that is currently 2 for 1 on the kill count. And now it's a 3 for 1. This is turning out to be brilliant here. Coastwent gets the shutdown. Now it's just Brownie left, and that's not much for Gangster 5 CS to deal with. That is the ace and a triple kill over onto Caitlyn. really started to prove her worth as a champion during this mini LCS tournament. And now it's going to be the inhibitor, and I would suspect in the next couple of minutes as well, this game. So a very nice play here from Leesyndrome. Managed to pick up a couple of kills, a couple of objectives, and now they can just recall safe and sound. With 20 kills to 21, 47,000 to 44,000, 6 totes to 4. Although Fodinator is one to slack in the wave killer department, it's actually starting to pick that up nice and quick. So, currently, 4 dragons are in favour of Leesyndrome. No barons as of yet. Baron is still up and kicking. So we could see what is going on. What's going to happen. We'll have to wait and see. 2 minutes till dragon is up. The best option now for maybe next time, especially after losing that inhibitor, is to really hunker down. Try and contest for dragon if needs be. I mean, they can hold their own in a team fight. They just need to get the engage right and make sure Kiratree and Praying Bunny are alive and are the last 2 standing, because they have tons of burst and plenty of clear-up potential, but they're not very tanky. And Gangster 5CS on that side, along with Viper, Nukiel on Jarvan, are very tanky and can quite happily tank everything all day long. But we'll have to wait and see. Urgot, though, has also proven himself to be quite powerful as well. He's also started to become quite a tank, and he's only got 2 major damage items, tapping the Black Cleaver and the Masamune, but the Masamune really is for the mana cost of Urgot's abilities. Looking back though, going down through the item list, not really much has been added. It's now just completion of items, extra bits here and there to go towards finishing builds. Everyone now just picking up giant spells, so trying to just be done all tons of health rather than tons of damage, since there's not a lot of armor pen on the side of Leesyndrome, although they are now starting to do Baron Nashor. They are taking him down fairly sharpish, and maybe next time it knows that it's coming. He's going down nice and quick. He's down to 25% health. We could see a smite still, but Sugoi goes down. Kiratree also gets caught out in the Cataclysm and the Ultimate Onslaught, but it's Fodinator they need to worry about here. But it is going to be Baron over for the blue team. And now Kiratree picks up 1 kill, picks up a second, carries on the chase. But Ian7 is very quick to pick up on that Caitlyn. And this is the kind of thing you need to worry about. Viper Nukiel manages to get Fodinator for a double kill. It's only Praying Bunny left. This could be the end of the game here, folks. As we now catch up to the live feed. Triple kill for Caitlyn. And again, the ace. So Caitlyn's definitely going to be a ban for future matches, I would suspect here. As we see 1 Nexus Tower go down, 2 Nexus Towers go down. GG's being called out from all sides. And that is going to be game, ladies and gentlemen. And Leesyndrome now gains some points in the bracket. So thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Remember to like, favourite, subscribe and all that YouTube jazz. And I'll see you next time.